Hello, this is the Latin Geek in another episode. This time we are going to make a newsletter using MS Publisher. So here we go. So we're gonna get started first. Let's click on MS Publisher, and I'm using Publisher Mic 365. 216 we work, but 365 definitely works better. Okay, so we're gonna click on new built-in newsletter. Let's go to Mall Install Templates, and on there let's look for Nature. Right here we're gonna set certain options on the right side. For the color we're gonna choose orange. For the font we're gonna choose Orven, Triboche, and Georgia. The business information we're gonna leave that blank. To spread is good. Then we're gonna click create. It creates the publication. The first thing we are going to do, our newsletter has different options like 2 columns, 1 column, 3 columns layout. So you see this one right now has 3 columns layout. I'm gonna just zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna get some real estate by going like that. So you get to see the most out of the, okay. So this one has 3 columns, you see. So I move. So when we go to page design, we have something called options right here. When you click on that, it tells you that the current publication has 3 columns, but we can change that to 1 column, 2 columns. So I want you to change it to mix. I'm gonna click OK. And notice that it changed from 3 columns to a mix, which is a 1 column mix, and the other ones change it to 2 columns. Okay. So it's a mix look. Now we're gonna click on page 2 and 3. We're gonna first work on the left. And we're gonna select again page design options, left side, yes. And we're gonna also select mix. Click OK. On the right side, that was page 2. Now on the right side, we're gonna click on page options, right side, mix, and we're gonna also select calendar, and we're gonna click OK. So notice that it changed it to a calendar. Nice. Final, page 4. Page design options, select. 2 columns is fine here. And let's go back to the first page. Great. So we set the options, that how the layout for the entire publication by pages is going to look like. The next thing we're going to start working on page 1. Let's change the title to Shelter Days. And let's change the font of that to 48. And business, I'm gonna zoom into it by clicking on selected object. The reason I want to zoom in is because this one has the I, remember? And we want to make sure that we don't eliminate the I, so we're gonna click on the last letter, do a backspace, it highlights, and that's when we start typing. Don't do backspace again, because it's going to remove everything and the I. When it's selected, you start typing, and we're going to say Brisbane County Animal Shelter. I notice that the I is still there. That's what we want. We're going to go back to full page, and if we go to another business location, just to demonstrate, notice that the Breeze County Animal Shelter came along. Yeah, okay. Great. For the date, we are going to change the volume and the date. Okay, so click on the newsletter date. Over there, we're going to type today's day. This is in October 7, 2020. I scroll down gently. Let me go into full view, and you see we have and say volume. Let's go back to select the object, zoom. Over there, we're gonna type volume 7, issue 2. Back to full page. Great. Okay, maybe I'm gonna best fit on the volume. I also gonna best fit on the date. I'm gonna bold the date by Control B on the volume, Control B as well. Looking good. We're gonna change the first lead story headline. And by the way, just as other ones, I'm gonna create a text box right here just to import the text that we're gonna use. So just gonna draw a text box like that. I'm gonna place the cursor. I'm gonna insert a file. I'm gonna go to my files for this exercise. Oh, let me see what I put then. 1 second. Oh, I know what they are. Sorry. Okay. So we are in chapter 3. Newsletters notes. Open. Click OK. No, 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 no. It just added an additional page here when I did that because it has a lot of information. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna click on that and I'm gonna click on text box break so it doesn't. Okay, and you're gonna see how that works later. Okay, I'm gonna delete right page there. We don't need that one. Okay, then let's go back. Okay, great. So we're working on the lead story headline. So the great. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Font is concerned. I'm just gonna make it 14 for now. And remember that is not feasible. Okay. Now the lead story. Let's continue on here. So we're gonna change that title. Ba, 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 ba. And the title for the list is Shorter Agility Trail. So we're gonna click here, paste, and do a best fit for that, and bold it too. Short to tall wind stay agility. Now for the inside, we just gonna actually import a file too. The file that we're gonna import here is called Ricky Winstay. So we're gonna select insert a file, go to chapter 1, chapter 3, my bad. Look for Ricky Winstay, click OK. And it brings and it added to it. I'm going to select there, select the best fit once more. So it looks good, nice. We're going to change this for an image, but that's going to come later. Now for the second headline, we're gonna change that title. Our grand opening. So let's go and get it. So our grand reopening is November 2021. And for that, we are going to insert another one, and these little arrows, so let me zoom in and let me now zoom out a bit so to show you something. These little arrows right here, it means that this story travels from here to the next one, and then we can go back. So 2 boxes here. But we're gonna insert, and it's gonna go into different locations. I'm gonna answer yes to that to demonstrate it, but then we're gonna break it and we're gonna choose where we wanted it to go. Okay, so we're gonna insert a file, renovation story, click OK. The system will automatically know that it's not enough space, so it's asking you to do auto flow for you. So we're gonna say yes automatically. If we will say no, we have to do that manually. Okay, so I'm gonna say yes for now, just to let it go, so to show you what happens. And it did it. So I'm gonna go into full view here. Now it went all the way to here. I notice that now if I go back on that arrow, it goes to there, it goes to there, and if I click again, it brings it back. So it went to all of those locations. To break that link again, so 1, 2 boxes, 3 boxes, 4, and the final empty box there. So I'm going to click on the first one. I'm going to click on text box, and over here we have something called break. Notice that the outside of the box is white dots. Look what happens when I click on break. They now turn red, and the different location, which is that one and this one, actually the test got deleted, but it wasn't deleted, it was just removed from those boxes, and it's all in here. And the reason it has those red dots is because it's a bunch of information that we're not actually seeing. Okay, so we are going to choose where we want that information to go. So we're going to do that manually now. So we're going to click on this one, and notice that now we have that little drop, and we can actually drop it here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on page 2, and I'm going to drop it in this one. So I'm going to drop it here. And notice that it took that, and it took that, and it ends. That's what I wanted. Okay, now I made one slightly mistake, so I'm gonna go back, text break, clicking here. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna select that, and I'm gonna click on break, click over here, and instead of going to this location, I wanted it to go to this location, so I'm gonna drop it here. Great. Okay, so that is done now. Now I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna click on this box. I'm gonna say text box, and we can actually, instead of going to the text box, I'm gonna just right click and select format text box. And over here on the text box, we have something that say include continue on page, because it's continue on page 2, actually 3. So we're gonna click on that one, give it a click OK. I notice that it says continue on page 3, which is the location where it continues. And over here, it would be nice that it says where it's coming from. So same thing, I'm gonna select on that. I'm gonna then click format text box, and I'm gonna go to text box. I'm gonna say include from and notice that it comes from page 1. Great. I'm going to select this. Select all. And I'm going to increase the font just a little bit. Let's see. Seems like it's still, oh no, it was a little too much. Okay, you see that? So instead of 12, 11. Let's take a look. No, you see that it's still not quite there. So we're gonna make it 10. And down. Now it works. Okay, great. So we're gonna leave it as 10. We're gonna save it. We're gonna save this as browse, and we're gonna save shorter days newsletter, and I'm gonna put it all my documents save. So for now we can use this save button right here. We have something here that says edit in Word, you see, and this is like a tell you the different pages inside your newsletter where you can type, you know, like the titles or what have you. It's kind of hard to edit it right here, but you can easily click inside and select edit in Word. Okay, same thing with this one. You see I can click here and automatically opens Word for me to actually edit this, and then when I finish it brings it back. Okay, let's go now for, so we have an empty, oh, before I go away I'm going to add the picture that goes here. So I'm going to say, I'm going to add, click outside, insert picture, chapter 3, and Ricky, which is the dog. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just bring all of those images now because we're gonna use them later. So this one is the dog, it's gonna go here, and Ricky wins. Save. Now let's go to page 2. Okay. So here I'm gonna type Kitty of the month. Remember that this one was taken, so I'm gonna add now insert file. So we're gonna add Molly. Over here I'm gonna add a drop. Let me zoom in. So I'm going to add what is called a drop letter to that, a drop cap. So we're going to now click on text box, and we have drop cap right here. So you select it and then you pick the one that you want. So I'm going to pick this one right here. So you can actually select it again, go back to text box, drop cap, and we have some options. So we can actually add more rows if you wanted to, less. You can add number of letters if you want 2 letters. Okay, no, that's fine. Just one. And the number of lines, you see. So I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna leave it as is. Okay. Go back to full. This one we're gonna change it for the cat. Oh, second. Grab it by the icon. Boom. And I'm going to increase this size. I'm going to move the cat just a little bit to the right. And I'm going to click over here again, select it, and I'm going to select flush. There we go. Better. Nice. So looking good. Over here, we're gonna label that microchip with May adoption. Select it, best fit. Select the text, insert, file, microchip, click OK. Select the D, we're going to increase it to this one, just like the other one. Let's click on save. Okay, so over here we're gonna select this is this free 45 value includes registration in the National Pet Recovery Database. Let me zoom in so you see it. This free 45 include registration, the national pet recovery. Okay, back to full. This I'm gonna select it and delete. We are not gonna use this right here. And instead of that image, we are gonna choose a coupon. So what we're going to do, we're gonna move these boxes to the right and bring that coupon below. So I'm gonna leave this, draw this down. I'm gonna draw a text box right here next to and over here I'm gonna make this smaller. And then I'm gonna select this and I'm gonna say push it here. Now gently I'm gonna move up until it aligns. You see that line? It aligned it. Then this one is gonna go here. And I'm gonna move it to the right. I'm gonna move this a little bit down. And this one. And now I'm gonna then move this one on the right spot, and that's actually escape. I'm gonna delete that one, and I'm just gonna get the I actually didn't have to delete. I just gotta click on format, and I'm gonna reset the picture. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna make it a little bit. There we go. And again, format, reset picture. Great. So it's coming along really nice. Now let's move on to the page 3. Over here, this is hard to edit right here, so we're gonna edit that in Word, and I'm gonna show you what to type in. Okay, we have it on our text box. So it's right here. So ta-da, we did all of this. So this is what we need right here. So we're gonna copy that, go to Word. Select all of that, paste. Select this. We're gonna add some nice. I think that one's good. Let me delete these strange characters that I didn't recognize it. Those are actually some bullets, but I didn't recognize them. And then That's it. And then when you close that, automatically brings it back to publisher. Let's see if it did. You see? Right here. And you're welcome to also maybe this one's gonna say cats dates, and this is dogs days, and so on. So you can put text box in your calendar if it's needed. Okay. All right. So let's change this title, and we forgot to do it. This is called Algorand reopening is May 20. And this one is coming from page first. What about the image right here? I'm gonna change that image for this. Okay, it's looking good. So page 2, short the days, volumes, everything is coming along. Last one, we don't need this. We're gonna add these icons right here. I'm gonna line them up, and then I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. You can actually right click on that icon again, and when you see a hyperlink, you can actually put the Facebook address right here. So when you send this digital, they can actually click on that and it take into the Facebook. So let me demonstrate that. So hyperlink, I'm just gonna put https://facebook.com. And now if I move the mouse over and hold the control key, notice that it has a finger. And when I click on that, it will take me to the address. Same thing with the Twitter. Okay. Now on the address, let me zoom in. Remember that this is an address, like right here. So we put on the last one, do one back, and that's all we need. So we're gonna say 950, and notice the I is still there. Cumberland, and I actually drive, enter, accent, comma, Wyoming 82004, phone, seven 12 555 1028. This other one, we're just gonna take this one and delete it. Okay, click on that one, select all, best fit, this one, select all, best fit. This other one, we don't need it, so we're just gonna select this, and inside the box we are gonna type this one. So I'm gonna select this, bring it here, paste it, and then make that a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make this also bigger, so we can put that in the inside. And the one behind it, which is done, they give you okay. There you have it. Now this one, I'm just gonna add this lady here, which is all. I'm gonna reset it. Our manager, Christy. And that's it. So this is the newsletter. I hope you guys enjoy it. So again, so it looks like this. You're welcome to add these two locations on your inside your newsletter. So like you can say microchip page 2. You can put it right here in one of these guys. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you on our next episode. Take care. Make sure that you save it, close, and that's all. Have a nice time. Bye bye.